Hello, my friends, and welcome to another devotional connection. Today, I want to work with you from Hebrews chapter 11, and it's just going to be short today, but very simple. But I want to work through this. In Hebrews chapter 11, we find some things about faith here. Uh, Even back in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 36, it says, "True faith is marked by endurance." But in Hebrews chapter 11, you go down to verse 3, and we get a couple things in verses 3 through 6. True faith believes that God created the world from things invisible. True faith offers the best aspect of our lives to God. True faith causes us to walk according to God's will and believes Him even when He is not actively revealing things to us. Verse 5 tells us that Enoch pleased God by his faith, and verse 6 clearly states that without faith it is impossible to please God. For whoever would draw near to God must believe that He exists, and He rewards those who seek Him. I think about Matthew when the people were crying out in the end, "Lord, Lord, I baptized in your name, I healed the sick in your name, I cast out demons in your name." And He says, "Depart from me, I never knew you." How is that possible, that they were doing the work of the Lord but did not know the Lord? And it's because God calls us into a deeper relationship with Him. In order to have faith in God, it requires that you get to know Him. It does. It requires that you get to believe in the person that you are talking to, and the personage of God. You have to get to know Him in some form or fashion, in some piece, in some way. You have to get to know who He is and believe Him for who He is, as well as what He has said, as well as what He can do. But you got to believe Him for who He is. How am I supposed to know that I have eternal life unless I know the Son? That's the only evidence, that's the only thing I have that's substantive to go on, that salvation and eternal life is mine. He who has the Son has life. I have to get to know Jesus Christ in whatever time I have, in whatever way that I mean to. I have to get to know Him, and I have to believe Him at His word. There's no other evidence for me than that. I guess you could argue that there's the evidence of Him working in my life. There's the evidence of the things that He does through me, but He was working through people that weren't going to make it as well. The evidence of salvation that I have is I have Him. I have a relationship with Him, and relationships take time. Relationships take communication. Relationships take commitment. And some of us haven't done that with anything in our lives. We haven't spent time anywhere. We haven't committed to anything. We don't communicate very well, if at all. It takes effort to dig in to God. And the crazy thing is, He has done almost all of the legwork. He just asks us to choose Him. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Those who are going to go after Him, those who are going to draw near to Him, those who are going to make it their business to have a relationship with God must believe that He exists, and He rewards those who seek Him. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Let's grow our faith today. Talk to you again soon.